Hey guys, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for the continuous support, suggestions, and phone calls. Today we're at the World Dairy Expo in Madison, Wisconsin, and we have a great link up for you because we met up with the Jamaica Dairy Development Board.
Ubokopan, CEO, Project Coordinator. So the work I will put in today. Yeah.
Guys, we're here with Mr. Devon Sears, CEO for the Jamaica Dairy Development Board. We're here at the World Dairy Expo. It's good to buck up with him here because we have a lot to discuss. So Mr. Sears, one of the reasons you're here clearly is to get information to improve back home, right?
Of course.
Can't be vacation.
It can't be vacation. Why would I come here? Come just enjoy the cold weather.
All right, boss.
We don't do here for that.
My question to you is, how are we going to move the sector forward?
How we going to move the sector forward? That's a great question. Coming here is like an eye-opener in terms of the quality of the animals, in terms of the technology that they use on their farming systems. It's way miles ahead of what we do. But some of the things that we saw that is needed, definitely when we go home we have to push not just cow comfort, but something that I like to call environmental modification.
Okay.
Right, because let's put it straight up. The better dairy animals are from temperate and cold climates. So if we're going to introduce those genetics in Jamaica, we have to ensure that we modify the environment to suit them producing at their optimum level. This may include like cooling systems within the barns, change the model from grazing a little bit to a semi-grazing model, or even a full zero grazing model where we put in the type of equipment to modify the environment to allow the animals to produce to their optimum potential.
I agree with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Outside of the environmental adjustment, what further you plan to do?
Now, you know that our farmers are small farmers on scale, 20 to 50 cows.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at some smaller milking equipment that can cater to our type of farming system where we have small farmers who don't really produce a large volume of milk.
And is the dairy board going to support them with financing this? Because yes, the capital investment to start is probably why a lot of younger persons don't get into it.
Well, and we have been doing that.
Oh, that's good.
We've been doing that, and that is why we're here. And we're here to help, and we're here to push the new systems that the farmers need.
Great. My major concern with the sector is not to really bash anybody, but I think we have a fall off with Bodo's role, research development in doing progeny testing with genetics. I think the board private sector companies trying to improve genetics through AI and embryo transfer, but I think the tracking and the selection and evaluation is where we have a problem. Do you think there's a future for the dairy board investing in that regard to say, boy, probably to bring in a geneticist or somebody to kind of guide like a national breeding program and a selection procedure?
All right, I'm happy you asked that question because right now for our national genetic improvement program, we have just put out the call for persons to apply to be the geneticist on that program.
Lovely.
So that is where we're heading. And also what we saw here, what surprised me, there's a breed that they call the Shorthorn, which I thought was a beef breed. Mm-hmm. But now they have developed what we call a milking Shorthorn.
Oh, nice.
Right? And I see them producing upwards of 20 liters and stuff like that. And those are breeds that were in Jamaica originally from back in the day.
Okay.
And based on the literature, those breeds are more climate adaptable. So we can probably look into that kind of breed.
Okay, and look at further developing our breeds to produce milk or different beef breeds, what we have the milk and the meat value.
Right.
I get you. I get what you're saying.
One of the things that we must also admit, you have your national breeds, but then there's a commercial aspect to agriculture that may not suit our national breeds. that maybe we need to just look into.
I agree.
You know, we can't just keep stagnant. When I look at the breed that they call the Brown Swiss, the Brown Swiss is coming from a breed that is called Branvie, which is a Swiss breed, which was predominantly a beef breed, but they developed it into a milking breed.
So we have some development work to do.
We can't stay stagnant.
Perfect.
You know, we can't stay stagnant. The thing is that we, you know, much respect to the work that was done in the past, but we have to continue the work now.
Yes.
When you know, I always say this. When I look at a picture of a pit bull, one of the first pit bull, compared to the pit bull now, it's a whole total different dog. So, you know, we have to continue that work and genetically improve our animals.
All right. So what is your contingency like? I know it's not you one here.
Okay, very good.
Who you bring with you?
I'm glad you asked this question, you know, because I think this is the first World Dairy Expo for Dairy Board. I'm not certain.
Oh, wow, that's bad serious.
I've never seen any documentation of us coming here before.
Okay.
So this year we brought a team of 4 persons, myself, my project's coordinator, Mr. Reynolds, is here.
Yes.
And my business development officer,
okay,
Ms. Estrap, is here. And also the ministry has sent Ms. Elrita Thompson from R&D.
Okay, I know Ms. Thompson. She's the chief for breeding and genetics. So exposing the guy. I get you. Exposing
We have to do
team.
that. And then, you know, it's a continuous thing. So next year we'll send a team, maybe with just one or 2 persons from the staff, and then we send some farmers.
Yes.
And some other young persons who are training in agriculture at case. That is the way I'm planning to do it going forward.
Love that.
Every year you send a delegation with different people, farmers, young college students in agriculture, and going forward that we have a contingency of people here every year.
All right, excellent, Mr. Sears. Thank you for the time.
Well, Khalil, you know, we buck up.
Yeah, man.
Frighten me.
I appreciate
when
it.
When we say you're there at the airport and you call me.
Yes, man.
So, you know, our buck up is always a great thing.
All right, guys. So,
cool.
guys, we'll watch the show. We're going to try to find some good science to carry home. Guys, we book up on the project coordinator for the Dairy Development Board. I'm a teacher this from Arden, Mr. Trevor Reynolds. How things, boss?
Yeah, man, fine so far, you know.
We catch up with Sears a while ago and a little discussion on, you know, some what he wants to achieve. So I come to you with the very same question. What do you think is the key steps for us to take forward now to move the dairy industry forward in Jamaica?
Well, as it is right now, the main role of the dairy board is to increase milk production. And there's a lot of challenges right throughout the island, right across the dairy sector. So both private sector and the government would have to play a part to improve this. And at the dairy board we have started a number of programs that we hope will bring fruit within another 3 years or so. One of the major programs, we start to improve the genetics of the animals. So we enter into a contract with a company and we have them doing some artificial insemination, some embryo transfer with some proven bulls, and we hope this now will replicate across the island, and sooner or later we will have some improved genetics. We continue with our fodder production where we try to improve fodder for the farmers, so like the mambas or the cayman grass. We're introducing now the Coodinator Juncia, which is a legume crop, the feed quality and the nutrition for the animals. We're also looking at some cow comfort. So we are undertaking, like some of the farms now, we put in the shade house for the animals where they can stay during milking, and in the time when the time is hard, to encourage the farmers now to keep the animals there and then put them to graze in the cooler times. So those are some of the major programs we have now that we hope will increase. Now we want to approach the government to see if we can bring in some animals, because being at the show and to see the type of animals that they have, we realize we are nowhere near. If we're really serious about milk production, we have to improve. When you look at the other One animal yesterday was giving 105 liters of milk.
It's crazy.
And one milking. You understand? The others of these animals are gigantic. Now we need some of these genetics. So we're going around to the different booths and we're looking at information that we think can help us back home. Right? So these are some of the things we're going to try to see how well we can improve.
Excellent, Mr. Reynolds. Excellent. I have one minor question for you. Which technology you saw today would you say is probably the most impressive and you want to carry it back home today?
There's a simple technology. It's a feed additive.
Yes.
That you can add to the feed to help reduce heat stress.
Heat stress, okay.
So we would start there, and then now we have engaged some of the cow comfort people with some funds.
Yes.
And we hope to see if we can build out a barn where the cows are inside and we use TMR to feed them.
Yes, my boss.
So we have made contact with the supplier that produce this type of barn. So when I get back, we'll talk to the board, the CEO, and have discussions and see how we move forward. To see if we can emulate this model back home and consequently improve the milk production.
Alright, thank you, boss. Here's how your trip going, my brother?
Going so far, so good, you know. Eye-opening.
Eye-opening. What have you seen?
It's amazing. Very amazing. It's like we are 100 years behind. No idea in Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
What I've seen so far,
We have some way to go.
Yeah, man. In every aspect in terms of feed, nutrition, genetics, we are lagging equipment, we're lagging way behind,